Hi, my fellow targeted individuals and patriotic Americans who are my friends and viewers that watch this YouTube channel. I'm going to be telling you what I've been doing lately, and when I mean lately, about 2 to 3 weeks, because I haven't been able to talk to you that much because I've been enjoying my summer, number one. Number two, it's been a rainier summer than usual. Number three, wildfires have been in the way of me going outside because they cause me to have breathing problems, sleeping problems, and headaches. I almost got sleep apnea symptoms, to have all the symptoms that I could have actually gotten sleep apnea. Number four, they've been doing Havana syndrome on me. And surprisingly, the wildfire smoke feels worse than the Havana syndrome. Made me feel like I was having the flu when I knew I wasn't having the fucking flu. Number six, my mom and I have been having arguments about shit. And some of them is about legal shit. And my mom is saying that our family should get away with doing crimes, basically. She literally said that my family, our family should get away with doing crimes. That's how much of a narcissistic shithead she is. Then, last, I have been having issues with Christians and other motherfuckers that I know and don't know that well, saying I'm autistic or have mental problems in general. That's what's been causing me to not be able to make these YouTube videos as often as I would like and as often as you all would like me to make because of all that stuff. Then I have minor environmental issues, well, major environmental issues that also get in the way. I keep picking up after my family members and neighbors, but mostly my family members' litter off the street and out of the creek. And it's getting ridiculous. I've also been picking up the trash in the yard as well. And near by their fire pit, one of them had a big black trash bag of dog shit and other stuff, and I had to get rid of that and put it near the trash bags and trash cans out back for me to put it where it belongs, which is near the road for the trash people to pick it up. That was really sickening for me to do. Then my same family members, they put some meat, raw ass meat, in a plastic bag in the creek with other stuff like corn that they dumped in the creek. That was sickening to me. And there was some cords and a lot of other stuff around there too that I had to pick up. I'm getting fucking sickened by their lack of the sense of cleanliness. Number one. Number two, they don't care about nature. Number three, they don't care about others that they live around. And number four, they have no regard for the law, for environmental protection laws. I asked Copilot, Microsoft's AI, I think many of you know that because Bing is a very well used browser and stuff. It's made by Microsoft, for fuck's sakes. I asked Copilot, is it illegal to dump trash, plastic bags in particular, especially ones that have raw meat in the creek, and it said that is illegal and people can be fined and everything for that. And I even was very specific on my location and everything. I said my town, West Virginia. And it said it was illegal for my family members to be doing all this shit. Illegal and unlawful at that. And I've been picking up their trash along with neighbors' trash for over 5+ years, and it's sickening. Then the other stuff that I've been doing lately is picking up my mom's dog bitch, little bitch Maggie's poop. I don't like dogs. I think they're disgusting and dangerous. Go watch I Hate Dogs YouTube channel and KN Unofficial, along with RFG Chosen One YouTube channel. And these guys, most of them being black guys by the way, use science and technology along with data and analysis to prove that dogs are evil, parasitic, slime balls that don't deserve to have life. The only thing about RFG is that he's racist towards white people. And he needs to understand it's not melanin that makes you more human, it's your 3-strand versus 2nd-strand DNA, and it's your junk DNA that makes you more or less human. We humans used to have 48 chromosomes, and that caused us to have basically immortality, literal, almost immortality. We were able to remember our past lives that hundreds of years ago. We had telekinesis, telepathy, and we can manipulate nature like in Avatar The Last Airbender with our minds and everything. We lived for tens to even hundreds of thousands of years if you were lucky back hundreds of thousands of years before the Elohim Anunnaki cult and the Elohim Anunnaki extraterrestrials that the cult worships tampered with our DNA and knocked us down 46 chromosomes. We went from 3-strand DNA, 48 chromosomes, Homo sapiens with God mode, to 46 chromosomes, 2nd-strand DNA, human slaves, and a husk of what we were back in the day. Patty Broussard talks about this, Sergeant Patty Broussard, Karen McDonald, Sabrina Wallace, Antonin from the Silver Legion, along with Drake Bailey and Sunfire, talk about this stuff. They used to talk about this in the Cosmic Voice, but Patty Broussard was being attacked, and she had arguments and a lot of other stuff going on with the dot connector and Drake Bailey. He got very, very freaking sick. I don't know, maybe he got hit by something that made him sick. He told me when I asked him about my target individual issue, he told me I was being tortured and attacked by very evil extraterrestrials, by an extraterrestrial force that was a great source of evil that was messing with him. And he told me it was so evil that he can't even tell me about it because he thinks I didn't. He thinks I wouldn't be able to, or I won't be able to understand, comprehend, or take it because of how evil it is. I think he underestimated me. I know a lot about great evil in the world. I know there's pedophiles, I know about adrenochrome and luge harvesting. I know about the black goo, PPAI, predatory, parasitic, or parasitic, predatory artificial intelligence that Alfred Lee Bremont Weber and Harold Kautz-Vella, a German scientist, talks about. And these are, well, actually, they're the same thing. It's so evil that it hates all life because all life originated from hybridization of different life forms, even human beings. And it's on a war path to commit genocide on all life in the universe and eventually the entire multiverse and dimensions, turning it into super Hitler and turning all life into its Jews. It's a prisoners of war, and it turns all reality into a concentration camp because it thinks everybody and everything is too evil, too impure, not perfect enough to have the right to life, and that we should just fucking die, everybody. From us humans to the evil alpha draconians that like to kill and eat us, this black goo PPAI wants to kill all life. It wants to kill every last chromosome, every last DNA and RNA strand, making it like H.P. Lovecraft's Cthulhu or Kraken, or like a poltergeist, and it's very horrible because it's on a cosmic divine level trying to kill everybody because it doesn't like how life is not pure and that life thrives off of amalgamation, hybridization of different life forms and different fucking shit. Meaning this thing is an ultra eugenicist. It makes eugenics, but it goes in super ultra eugenics to the point it thinks all life is too inferior to have the right to life. Therefore, all life is an enemy of God, which is reality, and all life just needs to drop dead and go extinct. This is how evil this thing is. Then there is evil above that. Evil group above that are even more evil than this evil as hell thing called the universe killers, and they kill entire universes in order to make their dead universe that's without a source, a God, a benevolent, omnipotent consciousness that keep it going. And they just kill and enslave universes like slave masters and dictators, enslave and dominate and subjugate people. Very fucking evil. And if anybody thinks that I cannot handle the word evil and I can't comprehend something that is great evil and that's evil incarnate, I'm going to tell them think twice, because I've been down a lot of bunny rabbit holes as a so-called conspiracy theorist or a truther to know that the bunny rabbit hole goes to hell. Not just going over to the side of the earth where China's at. And I think I come across as a naive baby girl. Maybe that's the reason for why people don't take me seriously. Or I come across as an autistic, neurodivergent, or mentally challenged person, which I am definitely not that. And that's why people tell me to my face, even people I trust and know, that I can't handle some things. When I can handle them. Because I know I have to handle them. Therefore, I either handle evil's existence or I die because of its existence. I either do what I need to do in order to live, or I just die. Or I get sick and die like Ebola, hemorrhagic fever, coughing up blood and suffocating. Rest in peace, Savannah. Or I'll starve to death. And then I go and rest in peace. Because death, the Grim Reaper, keeps me real about the world. Because if I don't get real, I'll get really dead in the grave. If people think that Savannah can't handle shit, I tell them I adopted and made the Grim Reaper my imaginary friend slash guardian angel or spirit guide when I was a teenager and had sex with him as compensation and worshipped him. I did spiritual necrophilia ritual in my pillow and pretended it was a Grim Reaper and fantasized, and I even thought that the actual Grim Reaper and spirit was having sex with me. That I was having sex with a spiritual, non-corporeal being that was a Grim Reaper, death incarnate, and he was going to give me power, and he was treating me like his daughter slash wife, or his sacrifice, or whatever, and that he was going to give me all kinds of power and shit like that to go on and survive. Which I think that's what he did. Because I think that I probably would have been dead by now if it weren't for some higher force upstairs in the fourth, fifth dimensional astral etheric planes of existence. And it could have probably been the Grim Reaper. Death, some sort of Grim Reaper, death being that is a incarnation and personification and embodiment of all death in all space and time. Yeah, I can handle shit real well. I'm going to show you what I fantasized about having sex with when I was a kid, a teenager. And this is what I decided to adopt as my daddy, and I wanted to be as my daddy because my real dad, Walter, he was a deadbeat. And I decided I wanted to get the most reliable, big and bad daddy in all of existence. And I was looking at the Grim Adventures of Billy Mandy as inspiration. Mandy made the Grim Reaper her dad figure slash slave and slaved him to be her dad. I decided I would do the exact same thing in real life and make big bad Mr. Death, the Grim Reaper, Death itself, my dad. I decided I would make Death, the Grim Reaper, my daddy. But not only did I make him my daddy, made him my guardian angel, spirit guide, and I even started worshiping him as a god. Meet Savannah's adoptive father. Look at who adopted me. This is Daddy. Look at my dad. Isn't that a big bad motherfucker right there? That's Death. And this is my favorite picture of my daddy. I like the lightning and I like how gaunt and gloomy and skeletal he looks. Looks like he's ready to kill somebody and make somebody die. Oh, and I like this picture too. Yep, that's my daddy right there. That's Daddy Death. He's Death the Dad in spirit. And this is the cartoon that inspired me to adopt Death, the Grim Reaper, as my dad. You know, I didn't enslave him like Mandy did. I just adopted him and begged him and shit like that. And I also started to worship him as a god. I did the exact opposite that Mandy did with him. I didn't turn him into my slave. I made him my god and started worshiping the Grim Reaper, Death. Therefore, he's one using me, I'm not using him. Or we're just using each other, it's an alliance or whatever. And if I can handle the Grim Reaper death, I can handle what this is. This four-letter word. I can handle this fucking shit. Evil. Evil. Adjective. Profoundly immoral and wicked. His evil deeds. No man is so evil as to be beyond redemption. Wicked, bad, wrong, wrongful, immoral, sinful. Profoundly immoral and wickedness, especially when regarded as a supernatural force. The world is stalked by relentless evil, good and evil in eternal opposition. Wickedness, bad, badness, wrong, wrongdoing, sin. Yeah, I can handle fucking shit like that. And I'm a target individual. I'm a victim of evil, for fuck's sakes. I am a fucking victim of evil. If anyone can handle evil, or has to handle evil, and that's a victim of evil. Oh, and here's what I said to Copilot when I asked it: is dumping trash in creeks in my town, West Virginia, illegal and unlawful act especially bags with raw meat in them? Yes, dumping trash in creeks in my town of West Virginia is absolutely illegal and considered an unlawful act under the state of law. This includes any kind of litter, and especially bags containing raw meat, which pose serious environmental and public health risk. Under West Virginia Code 2215A4, it's unlawful to place, deposit, dump, or throw away litter into waters of the state or within 100 feet of those waters unless it's in a proper waste receptacle. I guess that's a trash bin or recycling bin. This includes organic waste like raw meat, which can attract wildlife, contaminate water sources, and spread disease. Fines of $100 to $1,000 is misdemeanor charges, court orders, community service involving litter cleanup is the punishment the violators can face. Why it matters: raw meat can introduce pathogens into the water. It disrupts aquatic ecosystems and endangers wildlife. It's a form of illegal dumping which is actively enforced by West Virginia Department of Environmental Protection. If you suspect illegal dumping in your area, you can report it to local authorities or the WVDEP, West Virginia Department of Environmental Protection. Want help finding the right contact or filing a report? I can guide you through it. Then I'm going to ask it, does plastic bags with meat in it as litter attracts the following: ticks, mosquitoes, screw worm, and coyotes. Yes, discarded plastic bags containing raw meat can attract several unwanted pests in wildlife, including some of the ones you mentioned. Here's how it reacts. Coyotes. Definitely attracted. Coyotes have an excellent sense of smell and opportunistic scavengers. Raw meat, even inside a plastic bag, can lure from long distances, especially in rural to semi-rural areas like parts of West Virginia. Mosquitoes. Indirectly attracted. Mosquitoes are drawn to moist environments and organic decay. So if meats began to rot and the bag traps the moisture, it could create a breeding ground. However, they are more likely to be drawn to standing water than the meat itself. Screwworms, highly attracted. Screwworms, flies, lay eggs on open wounds or decaying flesh. Raw meat provides an ideal site for egg laying and larval development. This is a serious concern in areas where screwworms are present, as they spread to livestock or pets. Ticks, not directly attracted to meat, but they are drawn to animals they might come to investigate, like rodents or coyotes. The litter itself may also create microhabitats, shade and moisture that ticks find favorable. Bottom line, dumping raw meats in plastic bags is not only illegal in most places, it's a biohazard. It can attract dangerous wildlife, spread diseases, pollution, create a breeding ground for parasites. Can raw meat in plastic bags attract vectors, especially major ones? Yes, raw meat stored in plastic bags and discarded as litter can attract major disease vectors, organisms that transmit pathogens. Here's how. Flies. Screwworm blowfly, strongly attracted to decaying meat for egg laying. High. Rodents, drawn to the smell of meat itself, carry fleas and ticks. High. Mosquitoes, not directly attracted to meat, but breed in moist bags or nearby waste. Moderate. Ticks, not attracted to the meat itself, but to animals like rodents or coyotes that come to scavenge. Moderate. Coyotes and stray animals, attracted by the scent, could carry ticks and fleas. High. Why it's dangerous. Screwworm flies lays eggs on exposed flesh or decaying meat, and their larvae can infest live animals. Rodents and scavengers drawn to meat can introduce fleas, ticks, and other parasites to human environments. Improper disposal creates microhabitats for vector breeding, especially in warm, humid areas like parts of West Virginia. Fun fact, even sealed plastic bags don't block scents of molecules completely. Animals and insects with sensitive olfactory systems can detect meat from surprising distance. If you're seeing this kind of litter in your area, it's not unsightly, it's a public health hazard. What? Want help? Okay, yeah. My family members are fucking endangering people's lives and their lives doing this shit. I just got all of that good knowledge from Copilot, and it was telling me all that good stuff. That was the correct answer. That's so disgusting. Very disgusting. Especially nowadays where you have COVID, and then Texas says that there's a lot of screwworms on the border and stuff. Fuck. My family members are fucking dumbasses. Last night I had a weird dream that people's Bluetooth and devices were causing them to do street theater at my house. And my house was near a big road or something, and that a bunch of cars with a bunch of people, and one of them looked like a robot, was out were getting out, stopping on the road and getting out of their cars to go on my lawn and look at me. Some of them were, and they were about to tell me some things. That was street theater, and it was all being done by a robot, and I think that's what that robot that was coming out of one of them was representing, that they were being manipulated by Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and their devices to do that. I don't know what the hell that was about. I've been having all kinds of weird fucking dreams. I don't know if it's because of dream manipulation, or that might be symbolism, and even a psychic ability of telling me what's going to happen, and that I should be at least subconsciously to consciously aware and ready for if something like that were to happen. I don't actually have a lot of things to show you. I'll show you the mushrooms I found on a hiking trip the other day that I went with my mom, and my purslane that I've been growing. I'll show you the purslane first because I have to go outside, and that's the hardest one to do, is the one that's outside. I got these purslane plants near my Papa Chucky's garage, and some of them while I was out hiking with my mom the other day. Oh, they're growing real well. My purslane plants that I've been eating. I'm going to pickle some of them. Look at chemtrails up in the sky. I've been doing saline solution and taking an inhaler because the chemtrails, along with the chemicals I've been cleaning the house with and killing bugs, has caused me to have sinus problems and coughing problems. And I haven't been out a lot today, just to deal with trash and getting some things out of the house that don't belong in there. Yeah, I'm little Miss Trash Collector Savannah. I'm always collecting people's trash down the roads, down the creeks, and trying to recycle my own fucking trash or have somebody burn it. Cardboard wise, and plastics not fit to be burnt. I found some more tofu mushroom, that's what I call it, because you can use it like tofu, when I was hiking with my mom. Berkeley's polypore tofu mushroom is what I call it. I got an entire bag of this. I use it to make chicken steaks, vegan chicken steaks with it, and jerky. Then this one, pink tipped coral mushroom. This can be used as a vegan substitute for noodles, at least the noodles that have eggs in them. And then these ones, amethyst deceivers. I have pictures of these that I'm going to put on my Facebook page. Then those ones I didn't get while I was foraging with my mom. Those ones I've had for quite a time. Then I got some hedgehogs. These are terracotta hedgehogs or sweet tooth hedgehogs. Hedgehog mushrooms. I've been eating these with my homemade organic fast food, more or less. Put them on hamburgers, make vegan burgers with them. This is what the stump looks like. The stipe, or not the stump. And here's a big one right here. They need to be cleaned. And here is my milk cap mushroom, assorted different types of milk cap mushrooms. Weeping milk cap, saffron milk cap, and peppery milk cap with some pickled cucumbers. These are my pickled cucumbers and mushrooms that for bread, like quiche or hamburgers or hot dogs. This one was inspired by both Italian and French food. This is peppery milk caps that I made look like pork, and then I use this pork or French mushroom stuff. It has fennel seeds, paprika, vinegar, and lemon juice in it with some red wine vinegar and stuff. Then this is a bag of purslane, which has glutathione, which makes them good for liver, and I'm going to pickle them with my mushrooms. And that's about it. And that's also why I haven't been making YouTube videos and stuff, because I've been foraging wild food because I'm a stoic person and I need to lose weight. Then here's something I got off the internet that I want to try to grow. Cordyceps mushrooms. These are cordyceps mushrooms. It came with the instructions to inoculate it and everything. What the? Thought somebody was home. Now, what else can I show you? Yeah. And I don't got anything else to show you. What I want to do, my fellow targeted individuals, patriotic Americans. I'm going to give myself a driver's license. Then I'm going to get 3 letters from 3 people to my case manager and personal attorney that what they think about me, and that they think that I am an intelligent person that's not mentally ill. And I'm going to give these letters to my case manager and personal injury attorney and go to court about being a victim of Munchausen syndrome by proxy and a victim of a mom who has narcissistic personality disorder and borderline personality disorder. And at the court, I'm going to get these mental health issues that I've been diagnosed with on my record, and I'm going to get help from my government, the government, United States government, my local state of West Virginia's government, to give me a housing and job. That's what I'm going to do when I go to case manager and social services. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pack up some of my stuff in my car when I get my own car and stuff. I still need to go out in the building and throw some of that shit away that I don't need anymore. I think I have a toaster oven that might still work. If it doesn't, I have to throw it away. I need to see if my mom or my brother have gotten home because I'm hearing the dogs bark. When they bark, that means they're home. No, I need to let them out, I think. I think they need to go to the bathroom. That's probably what they need to do. They probably need to go to the bathroom. They're telling me don't talk like you're real leader. Don't talk to me with V2K, sexual empathy. Hey, kitty cat, get out of the way. Hey, now you want to go outside? You want to go outside? Go outside, Maggie. Go on outside. Go on, go outside. Go outside. Go bathroom. Good, good. Good dog for once. That dog pisses me off because she pisses and shits too much. My mother probably won't get home in about several minutes, I think. We'll see what the time is. It's 7:35. Several minutes will be like 41, 42, 7:41 to 7:42 is probably when they will get home. Or they might even get home until it's 8 o'clock. Because they're at Kroger's buying stuff right now. And it takes at least 20 to 30 minutes, give or take, for them to get done shopping. And it takes an additional 10 to 15 minutes for them to get home. But usually 10. Meaning 40 minutes more to even 50 minutes more of them not being home. And that means that they'll be home in 10 to 20 minutes, give or take. I wish I could talk about politics with you, but there isn't a lot for me to talk to you guys about when it comes to politics. I'm actually getting quite frustrated and even burnt out on politics because all of it is staged. There's a lot of propaganda, and they're not actually talking about what matters, which is wrong and right. They don't use logic and science from an ontological perspective, because science and logic is ontological. It is not in the human rationalist gritologist perspective. It is not human centered, human rationalist, rational. Real life is not always rational. It's not always human, because there's extraterrestrial beings and there's other life forms and things out there in the universe, from animals to planets, that are not fucking human beings. And you gotta understand that those animals and planets have their own purposes and their own effects on the reality that we live in. What I say is one of my quotes, Savannah original quotes. If you want to know the reality of the universe, you have to see the universe from a perspective that's not human. Meaning, as an example, think yourself as planet Earth, and what would be your perspective as planet Earth? With a no bullshit, no sugarcoating, what would you think planet Earth is thinking about? Or what would you think an eagle is thinking about when it flies? That's what I don't like about most politics, is narcissism, chauvinism, humanity being an ass to itself and to the reality. Number 4, it's incomplete. There isn't a lot of closure and a lot of arguments. And not everything is considered in politics, including UFOs, extraterrestrial spirituality, paranormal, consciousness, and holistic and homeopathic medicine. Number 4, most people in politics and government have the Dunning-Kruger effect. They're reductionists, they're simple-minded, too stupid, with too much of a narrow angle of consciousness, narrow view of reality. And that means they are dunces, goons, Looney Tunes that don't know what's actually going on. That's why I don't like to watch politics anymore. I don't even like to watch Donald Trump talk, because he fucking lies. He gets on people's nerves without any cause at all. And I think he's sold out to the deep state, because he's treating poor people and a lot of the MAGA people that he made promises to, like piggies were promises to, like shit, and breaking their promises and their hearts. I'm just sick and tired of Donald Trump. And I'm sick and tired of these fucking politicians in general talking ass, not practicing what they preach or speech. And I'm sick and tired of Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, and Barack Obama on the Democrat side not being even being legal citizens. They are illegal citizens. They're not even supposed to be American citizens. Barack Obama, he's from Kenya, and I think he's a Muslim communist, because he has a lot of ties to communism and Islam, and he acted like a fucking Mao, nigger, American nigger Mao, and he treated his fellow black people like shit, and treated him the same way white people treated him, and would treat black people, and he's looking down on black people same way a white person looks down on black people because his mother was a white-ass Jew, white woman in general, and he's looking down on black people and saying, oh, y'all just niggas. But I'm a nigga with a white Jewish slave master mama, making me a half white Jew slave master dictator, motherfuckers. Then Kamala Harris, she doesn't come from America. I think that somebody said, I think this was Patty Broussard, said she's from down south. She was born in some sort of South American country, meaning she's Hispanic, a black Hispanic person. Therefore, she isn't legal. Joe Biden, he stole the election by stealing the votes with hacking and those Dominion machines that count incorrectly and are biased towards the Democratic Party because they come from the Democratic Party. And I even heard they come from China. They were built in China. I wish that there would be more presidents that were actually fit to be president. They wouldn't break promises, at least make sure they keep most of their promises. Number 2, don't do anything unconstitutional. Number 3, actually be born in the United States of America, meaning the 14th Amendment. Number 4, we're free market capitalists and not communists or fascists like Barack Obama and Donald Trump. Donald Trump's a white fucking evil ass. Donald Trump is a fucking evil ass white fascist Hitler, and Barack Obama is a black ass communist Stalin. So fuck them both. They should be both executed. No, number 5. I wish that there was presidents that like science and spirituality at the same time, would combine science and spirituality, and would be open enough and do disclosure on stuff like UFOs and extraterrestrials, consciousness science, free energy, replicators, free internet. And would be open to giving us all universal free income, education, health care, and make it part of the United States Constitution to have this stuff. Free energy, free internet, free universal education, health care, and number 5, to give us replicators from the advanced extraterrestrials like in Star Trek, in order for us not to go hungry, that we can just make food with the replicator and we don't have to bust our ass to go out and grow our own food all the time. Because they do have replicators. I know people that have no extraterrestrials, whistleblowers, contactees. They say the good extraterrestrials have replicators. They have replicators in Star Trek, and that's where Gene Roddenberry, through CIA, Deep State Connections, got his ideas for Star Trek, especially the replicator idea. They do have replicators. They have the ability to go to the speed of light. They have the ability to time travel. They have free energy. And they have a let's just be good to each other economy, like in Star Trek, where people, instead of caring about money and being greedy, they actually care about investing, and what matters is what's in you, your personality and character, being a better person, yourself and others, trying to come up with better ways of interacting with each other, come up with better ways of healing and of discovering the outer space and stuff like that. I wish there was a president. I wish that everybody in the government was like this, for fuck's sakes. In an ideal world, in a world that cared about objective morality and natural law, that's what all of us on planet Earth should actually care about. Oh, it's what Sabrina Wallace talked about, how these people are not talking about our biology, part of our anatomy, which is our aura and our chakras and meridians, our energy body and our energy field. They should be talking about that and how to activate our psychic energy and our psychic abilities to see auras and stuff like that. They should also be teaching us how to get in contact with our spirit guides, uh, teaching us how to retrieve our past life memories. They should also be giving us Corellian technology and glasses for people who may be too challenged and disabled physically and mentally to unlock their psychic abilities, to see their auras, meridians, and chakra system in order for them to use tools and stuff to heal their chakras and aura and make their energetic aura force field that's generated by their mind, body, soul matrix. For them to be able to heal that and make it stronger, to beef it up, for them to protect their mind and body from being hacked and attacked by evil entities, which can be the deep state shadow government to an extraterrestrial being from outer space who is an evil asshole who wants to invade planet Earth or just at least toy with it for an amount of time because, well, it's a sadistic asshole and he's never fuck toy to mess with. I want this stuff to be more well known. And Sabrina Wallace is from the same state of West Virginia, and I should try to get in touch with her. But I haven't had the time to get in touch with her, and every time I try to, I just have a lot of distractions that I wind up going to. Okay, it's 7:49. Meaning my mom and my brother are going to get home in a few minutes. I could talk to you for a few minutes about other things. And I hate Planet Earth. I hate it. There is so much shit on Planet Earth that is horrible. You got pedophiles, you got ticks, you got diseases like coronavirus and everything. Fuck Planet Earth. Planet Earth's being a nasty bitch. God's being a nasty bitch right now. Just horrible shit. I think in my super soldier, because I've been told by a psychologist who's a Christian old woman who called me autistic that I was also super soldier. I don't know that because I have flat feet. The military don't like flat feet. And also, I'm short, and I don't think they like short people. I'm not that short, but I'm definitely not tall, almost as tall as a military man. In order for a woman to get recruited in the military, I think she has to be as strong or almost as strong as a man, and to at least be almost as tall as a man, because of sexism, patriarchy, misogyny thinks women are inferior, and there's a lot of patriarchal men in the military. The military industrial complex is ran by mostly patriarchal, misogynistic, sexist men who think women are not strong as men and can't kill as much as a man. Not just because of muscles, but because of height. Most of the time it's a height issue. That makes me skeptical, but if I was a super soldier, I probably liked outer space. And if I got my memories back, I probably like outer space in my super soldier life than this one because at least in outer space I was in more control and I had more authority and power and a more smooth life than this nasty bitch, dubious bitch life because I'm on a nasty, dubious bitch planet called Gaia Planet Earth that is a matrix, a fantasy wonderland slash no man's land that masquerades itself as a real world with real civilization, with real rights and everything, and where people supposedly like to be moral and like to be logical and legit about everything, but most of the time people aren't logical about shit, they aren't legit about shit, and they don't care about morality at all because they don't care at all. They don't care about shit at all. The world is a bitch that wears a mask. A dubious, nasty bitch that looks real and great on the outside, but on the inside, she's a rotten land, a rotten planet Earth to the core. That's why I hate living on planet Earth. Because nothing's real. Nobody's real about shit on planet Earth. There is no reality. There's no love for reality. It's just a delusional fantasy. I don't know if I want to continue rambling on about my truth to you guys and gals that actually watch this YouTube channel that's quite rudimentary in the way it's made and everything. It's not like I have a great setup or anything. But I at least try to make my background and everything look nice and my voice to look nice and everything comes together perfectly, or at least almost perfectly. Or if I want to end this video and go and can, well, my mom hasn't brought vinegar home yet. I have to wait until she gets home for me to can the purslane with some mushrooms. I got ahead of myself right there. Need to hold my horses. Need to wait for her to get home. But maybe I can go ahead and cut it up and then put it in the can and stuff. And then wait till she gets home to put the vinegar in it. And I'm trying to think about other things that I need to do to think whether or not I should end this video, because I haven't done a video in a long time that I wanted to do, and I really wanted to make a video for you guys, and I really want to make more videos. I probably should end it because sometimes they get home early anyways. Like 5 minutes early, even when they do go to Kroger's or whatever store. And it's already 7:55 p.m. And they usually, when they go to Kroger's, they get home by around this time or around 8 o'clock something. I'll talk to you later. Take care and have a good evening, my fellow targeted individuals and patriotic Americans who are my friends and viewers that watch my YouTube videos. I may not be able to make a video in a few days or so